Oh yeah! Welcome to your favorite audio addiction on the black screen here in the great state of Minnesota. My name is Jeff, and this is your favorite audio version on the video platform, the one and only Fear-Mongering Radio, named after Glenn Beck, because he spreads fear and cheer throughout the world, and I do too in his behalf. I use that one, the picture I put before the guy liked the thing. That's what I had named Fear-Mongering Radio. He does spend fear and cheer. I follow him Facebook. It's always fear and cheer. But we are commercial music free, sponsor free podcast. Occasionally we do play some music. We gotta go pay some bills. I'll be right back. Podcasting has changed. I no longer have people just go off the top of their head like I do and talk about things and call my callers. We have the time of our life here. You can interact with the host and call the Google number and have the time of your life. Today, this comes to you on the 11th day of September 2025. 24 years ago, we were attacked by a foreign power, kicked off a war, took out a lot of people, a gay man from Minnesota. So let's roll Flight 93. Go listen to Lucky from Melissa Etheridge. It's got a plaque over there in Bloomington. A lot of brave people died that day. They all hate us. They all want to come here, change the way you were, but not be deterred. Where were you on that day? I know I was at work, and all the bull haulers were in the room and watched that building come down, and grown men were crying. My brother called me and said the skies have been swept clean. Liquor stores closed, bars closed. We didn't stop. We went out to eat. We flew as soon as planes could leave. I will not live in fear. Free country. We had a shooting of a man I didn't really like, but no business for that behavior. The guy of Ring of Fire is taking some time back. I told Dave 25, I said, that Charlie, Kirk, was low-hanging fruit. Easy shoot 200 yards away, no security. You know he's going to be there. Stake it out. Pull the trigger. God rest his soul, didn't like the guy. No reason for that kind of behavior. Remember when Hunch, his son, was making fun of Pelosi's husband, got attacked. The door swings both ways, but there's no excuse for this behavior in this fine, fine country. We live in a civilized society. When that war kicked off, we had plenty before. We had one, again, was supposed to end all wars. I know the tired Santa Claus says I repeat myself, but I will. And I will speak for the military and the armed forces, and I will speak for children. Just like the ball, the Philly. Save the children. Yeah, start burning church to the ground. The Boy Scouts, people in your community. I'm guilty of wanting that, so be it. I will always ask, will you shower in the shower of Penn State? But then he invaded in 1939, September 1st, kicked off World War II, and obviously we had to storm those beaches because we got dragged in by Japan. Hitler capitulated allegedly, or it was a rat line from the Catholic community, start getting rid of those blue laws, start burning churches to the ground that are crime scenes. They capitulated the Japanese and the Mighty Mo, September 2nd, 1945, the end of hostilities, lost a lot of lives. A lot of Jews were deported to America. We turned them back to be slaughtered in cold blood. After that war, we rebuilt Germany and other places. Then we had the Forgotten War in Korea. People could give two flyings about that, but many men sacrificed and got nothing the matter. And Vietnam, 2000, and the draft dodger up in the hill, the convicted felon and the adjudicated rapist. Too much of flat feet, but he sure can go play a hell of a lot of golf. 52,000 plus went in his place on that black wall out there in Washington. Go there in silence. Like Agent Orange, no legs, no arms. Welcome home. Ultimate in the armed forces. Men, women, blue, non-victims. Domestic violence. Balls the size of Edward oak trees. Who are these big men and women? Like cop, claw, crackhead. It's the Air Force, the Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Merchant, and the National Coast Guard, the anything that serves this country. Without you, we have nothing at all. Very little. I appreciate your lovely service and time. Never served, but I would if I have to. Red Dawn, I'll say it again. Great movie. The original movie, not the remake. Good movie. I will die and I will kill for this country if I need to. I'm not a weapon guy. I do have a nice BB gun pellet that can take the head off of a coyote, clean off, which better take one out one time. The one that ate Kobe the kitty. Meow, meow, meow. When I saw him on the side, I said, "This is for you, Kobe the kitty." Boom! I let his body go dust to dust. Took 3 years. They finally scavenged it. Someone dragged the carcass in the pond and floated away. He ate my kitty in cold blood. Meow, meow, meow. Kobe the cat eye. Oh, you bask with the Costco kitty. First with Snuggle Buggle, Snuggy Buggy. With long-haired championship tabby kitty, orange. Best kitty money can't buy. What do you always say? You don't want poor people. You have your choices in life. Make good choices. I've never run poor people. Well, good people. You diss me once, it's over. Bitch. The dimwit's going on the cruise, I guess. Poor man cruise. So be it. Bye, she's on Florida. But I would not shower in the shower Penn State. Would you shower in the shower Penn State? No. Jeffrey Dahmer's building got taken to the ground because it was a crime scene where young men were raped. Should be burned to the ground. Penn State, the shower should be ripped out. Sven Johnson said he would lather up and go in there. My biggest hater. He said he would lather up. He said it happened a long time ago. There was a really beautiful property in upstate New York, and the guy goes, "I'd love to buy it, but God knows what happened there." I'm like, "Yeah, you're speaking my language, bitch boy." Beautiful waterfalls. I get the money for the boys, but start taking out these people. Guillotine it. It's not that tough. So I always tell someone else's problem, and it's not yours. You see something, say something. Always make good choices. Don't even a choice to mistake. You know what that is? Choice is to use a condom. Prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. Ouch. All that behavior. You don't want to be father of the child. Well, then put a condom on and require a woman because you carry the groceries. You carry the groceries. Pump out that child, father's not there. They'll ask who the father is. You have no idea. I'll spring like babies. You don't want that stuff. I mean, Magic, line there, line now. You have AIDS or not? Pete Rose, did you better not line there, line now? Never had a chance to get him on Fear Monger Radio and ask that very same question. My brother-in-law made money on that Deadpool hit. And to pay out for his death. Joe Biden had it on. You can have a Jeffrey Epstein island, but make sure it's 21 or older. That's all we're asking. Be out drinking. I get it. Don't drive. Call someone or you will murder somebody. Pick up the phone. Too much to drink. Call KCGrits. Call Petard, Santa Claus. Call Man on the Moon. Jamie C. Dave 25. Deborah Daly. Somebody. You'll be in an orange jumpsuit. Make sure when you allocate to your crime, say you made a poor choice, you'll never fix the way you act when you sit there and say, I made a mistake. No, you made a poor choice. Like the ball girl. Made a poor choice. Looks just like Barium Exposure's sister. He capitulated. He's back, but we all know it's AI. I did a video drive around, talked about that behavior. He's a dead man who don't believe the AI. They did an AI video, and the AI was bitching and said to threaten, you know. But it is what it is. So it's always epic behaviors with him. But anyways, anyhow, how in the hell are ya? Here in the 12th day at 7 a.m. it comes out for your consumption. I hope all is well. It finds you healthy and it finds you wealthy. Shout out to my boy out there. Called in the National Felon League yesterday. Appreciate him coming in the show and saving trolls. Appreciate it. It's always nice to have him come on. Give you guys a bit different perspective of somebody to come on the show. Always do and always will. It's always nice to have people come on. This is called a real pod. I'm not trying to brag, but this is what a podcast is. You talk. You have the time of your life. None of this behavior going on and swearing and hollering, being prejudiced and yelling, doing stupid stuff. One old school, I'm a goat, put it that way. Oh, let's go look. Fear-mongering radio. Oh, we got a couple coming from iHeartRadio Network. Week 1, let me see, geolocations, who came over there? United States, St. Paul, 123. Someone probably saw my bumper sticker or something. That's what happens. They see it and they come over and look. Appreciate St. Paul coming in. Let's go look at Fear-mongering radio, shall we? Nothing today, but we got a couple of the one that hit boycott update. Blind News gives me money. Strike drama. KCGrits and Mark. It's getting pretty big. Take this piece of paper off here. Digs a hole in there. Tonight, the commies are in Green Bay Penis Packers. Interesting game to say the least. The commies take on the Penis Packers. I do have the Penis Packers. Sources that come in and come to me is Spotify, which pays me. I appreciate that. Chrome, Apple Podcasts, Safari, Firefox, UWeb, View, Vivox, Spybun, Google Podcasts, Internet Explorer, Air Podcasts, Chrome with WebView, and stock Android browser. I have no idea. I have this path of behavior. Geolocation: United States, Australia, United Kingdom, Canada, Sweden, South Africa, Germany, Dominican Republic, France, Netherlands, New Zealand, Russia, China, Luxembourg, and let my people go! Parada Paula. Let my people go. Let's get these wars done with, hunch. Let's get them done. United States, all the states that report in. California, Florida, Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, Mississippi, a bunch, Nevada. Let's see who goes in Nevada here. Batty, Beta, California, Residue, Sacramento, Waynesville, and Van Nuys. Minnesota is Sadie, North Dakota, Fenton, New York, Brooklyn, Gingerbread House, Pennsylvania, Doylestown, Florida, Miami, Cocaine City, and Orlando. Georgia is other. Alabama, Roll Tide. Montgomery, Alabama, Mississippi is Helena. Pennsylvania said, and we'll get into Indiana doesn't want me, Mooresville once. Illinois, Chicago City of Organized Crime. And Missouri is New London. Wisconsin is Old Milwaukee Beer. West Virginia, Atlanta. Thank you. I mean, all the IPs are rolling, all the countries. I thank you very, very much. There's so much you can listen to and consume. Canada comes into as well. Ontario, you're 4 times. Toronto, 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Share the show. Like the show. Piss and moan about the show. Have fun with the show. The food is talking to you on a black screen. We all know Blind Views. It's the way he hears it. He's allegedly blind. Sure can read those chat room when the money rolls in the gear. So yes, today was 24 years. Today we were attacked. Go listen to KQ92 here on YouTube. Put it 9/11 KQ92's call. It's in the Hall of Fame. Sansi was there. Bernard was there. Jeff Passel was there. It's a very haunting audio. Where I was at Quality Wine and Spirits. All the bull haulers were bringing their stuff. Bull haulers would bring down, we used to have a slaughterhouse over there in St. Paul. And then on the way back, they'd bring liquor. And I'll never forget that, man. I was rocking with Raleigh. Guy came running out screaming. And I'm like, Houston, we have a problem. Watch that building come down. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Just certain places you are when you're, people forgotten about it in the first place. It gets remembered, but then people don't give 2 flying Fs. Because people don't read, travel, or meet people. They don't. They don't give 2 Fs. 2 Fs about the cups. If no one listens, if no one cares, if no one cares, we'll never listen, right? It was a sad day. Very, very sad day. Over here. But some people don't care. I mean, on YouTube, I was this morning. I was out at the VA. Guy came out of smoking a cigarette, and I talked about this Charlie Kirk thing. What are you talking about? Didn't even know. I don't really read that. I don't pay attention to news. Okay. See, this is why people piss me off. I didn't like Charlie Kirk. I hate the guy, but just Transgender Team USA Cyclist celebrates Charlie Kirk's assassination on social media. Nice. That's a nice touch. That's nice. Captain, we did it, he said, on top of Children's Church. Dora the Explorer. Nice. Nice. Nice touch, buddy. I don't know. What do we do? And I was listening to a guy Ring of Fire, and, when Nancy Pelosi's husband got attacked, the behavior going on, and it's just now civil war is going to go on now. Someone else is going to get attacked, and it's because you don't like somebody, Again, they stapled a man to a fence years ago because he was gay. They pushed gay men off of roofs overseas where you get our oil from. Who gave them the jet, right? They put people in the ground and stone them. Like I told Dave, 25 on the phone. I told him that. It was a low-hanging fruit. Like I'm a low-hanging fruit to troll. Everybody else on here is low-hanging fruit. He was coming to town here in Minnesota. So you're going to be outdoor, no security. So if I know where this guy's going to be, well, let's get the rifle 200 yards away. I practice a little bit. One shot, that's all it takes. I mean, look, when the hunch they took in Pennsylvania, he wasn't a very good shot. Would have been a good shot, have been all over. But for some reason, they finally took forever to give the picture out of the guy. I mean, that could be me, but even though I'm wearing sunglasses, he pretty much, it's like the killer that did the thing in New York. But I don't know. We're going down that road. But people are celebrating. I see short people. It's like, I guess I could sit in the base of my house. Let's say I live close to Carl, and Carl was me and him were haters. We can sit in the basement and drink beer, and I guess me and him can have a great time of our life, have a grill up, but I'm sure not going to get on an audio or a video, and sit there and cheer on his behavior. No. But people are doing it to get licks and ticks. It's like, really? It's one of this. People say you're a precious pig until you actually say it and do it. Then if they get called out, wow, it's taken out of context. Just like with Reese, who plays Running Ponytails with Chicago. Taken out of context, ripping their team. It's like I don't get it, man. He was a far righty. I'm an independent Republic, but here's the problem in this country. I spoke on this podcast many times. We're so far left and so far right. Oh, there we go.
Call from
KCGrits.
Well. Welcome to the show.
What show am I calling?
You're calling Fear-mongering Radio.
That's what I was hoping we were doing. Fear-mongering Radio.
Yeah, you came on the NFL podcast yesterday. Appreciate that.
I wanted to call on the 9/11 anniversary.
24 years. Where were you? Where were you 24 years ago?
I was in high school, and it was on the TVs, and then they sent us home early, but I remember there was like a big deal because they were trying to contact everybody's parents or whatever, so they could coordinate sending everybody home. And then, it was just wild. So I was about to finish up. So a lot of kids my age group went over in the first group to Afghanistan. And then, like, a lot of them also went to Operation Iraqi Freedom, I think they called it.
Yep.
The men and women of the armed forces.
You betcha.
So a lot of people my age served in that first wave when people were on TV getting blown up with IEDs on the road and all that stuff. So I have a lot of respect for those guys.
Hell yeah. That was not easy.
So,
the IEDs those were nasty. They take out those Hummers. Those Hummers weren't built. They rebuilt those things later on. Those things just got blown to bits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. One of my friends was in a convoy, like I said, in one of those first groups over there. And he was in a convoy that got blown up. I mean, he survived. But, like, there were people in his unit. He said that they were, like, naked Humvees, like, no armor.
Yeah.
And they were just driving around getting blown up. But, I mean, he said that, like, you can't describe what it was like over there in the beginning when it was really active.
Correct.
Because you'd be driving down the road and, somebody shoots at you, and it's literally just a row of houses that are all made of, like, metal leaned up against each other,
Correct.
So he's like, well, do we shoot in the trucks? They have those big 50 cals on top with, bullets as big as your forearm. He's like, am I shooting these at, a building made out of old metal or what?
Well, it's just like I was listening to a guy. He was a river rat. They call him Vietnam, And he goes, they had the upper hand because they knew where we were. So once they shot at us, we had to look to where they were at. Because they could see us, they'd shoot at us.
Right.
Then where in the hell are they? Because now you have to figure out.
Well, and the United States military in Vietnam and now, they wear a uniform, and they're in villages fighting people that just look like you're dressed when you're going to work,
Yeah, when they come in and help in the bases, but they'd fight you at night.
Right.
Vietnam was, again, 10 years, could have been done in 2. Again, should have never went there. Same thing with Korea. After World War II, it should have been done. It should have been done. I talk about it all the time, with the military. I'm pro-military. It could have been Vietnam was a waste of good suffering. 52,000 plus, a lot of collateral damage too. Same thing with that war your friend was in. Same thing, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it just unfortunately it sort of made things worse and destabilized the region.
Right, and if
people, in both cases.
And if people are going to sit there and tell me it's an inside job, well, so be it. If it's an inside job, guess what? You'll pay at the door. You'll pay at the door. You'll pay at the door.
Yeah,
I'm not going to.
I don't believe that.
I know, but I'm not going to crawl over dead bodies. I'm not going to do it. I mean, it's just people do it.
Right.
People will do it. I've been down with Ted the Talking Head to the 9/11. We were down before they built the 9/11 place, and there's a plaque for. It was an entire New York station that fell on him, and he showed me all and he was like almost in tears. So, because I paid for the referee in my district, I was the only one that did it. I got a shout out in the USA Hockey in our district, and the guy, who's Jeff? And I go, where'd you read that? And I said, in a magazine we all get US hockey stripes. I was the only one that bought two patches for this guy who died because he was a medic and he was off duty. He ran into the building to rescue, and it came down on him. And then there's another one that Ted knew that he ran through run of the tunnels. He ran into work. The guy. So there's a run every year. So.
Yeah, every year on the anniversary, I usually try and find some sort of like video or something to watch so that I remember it.
I did a video on the other
It happened at a formative time in my life, and like I said, I mean, a lot of guys that I went to school with that were 1 year, 2 years older than me, or the same age as me, or eventually like a couple years younger than me, they went over, and there's guys that I know that came back and they had really bad PTSD.
Oh yeah,
they're no longer around because of not being able to process that. But yeah, so as a board member of Speculation Sports, we always salute the veteran.
That's right, absolutely. You're a board member. You got to thank the veterans. That's a part of being a speculator. You get to guess. So, what's your thoughts on the Charlie Kirk murder? I was telling Dave 25 on the phone today. I said, listen, that was a low-hanging fruit murder because he was 200 yards away. He's in an open area, no security, and if you're good at shooting, guess what? You just line them up and do it. You know what I'm saying? And I said, that isn't like trying to take out Trump, where it's a little harder, But it's unfortunate that happened. It sucks because we're getting so far left and so far right. It just pisses me off.
Well, there's no middle anymore.
No,
and
not.
Like whether someone agrees or disagrees with like whatever he was saying, you don't get the death sentence for saying that.
Correct. Correct.
I mean, you're supposed to have freedom of speech, and whether you agree with it or disagree with it is neither here nor there. And I do such a good job of like insulating myself from like the far left and the far right. I had heard the name, but I didn't know like. When I saw a picture of him, I was like, "Oh, that's Charlie Kirk."
See, I didn't know who he was until I saw the picture. I
didn't know who he. Yeah, I had heard the name, but I wouldn't. If you showed me his picture like a week ago, I wouldn't have been able to tell you who that was.
I didn't know the name until I saw the picture. Because I've seen him with the hunch. Then I knew who he was.
I had seen him.
Yeah, so I didn't know who he. Loomer. If let's say Laura Loomer got taken out, I know who she is because she's always.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they show her face a lot.
Yeah. She's crazy.
Yeah, I know who she is too.
She looks mentally ill. She looks mentally ill. She looks mentally.
I didn't realize. Like I said, I mean, I guess I'm a lot more insulated from this political stuff than I thought, but I didn't realize like how big of a deal this guy was.
Oh yeah, he was huge.
There's a lot of people that I know that are like. There's a lot of people that I know that are happy that. Not, I wouldn't say happy, but there's a lot of people that are like. Whatever, like, you got to be careful what you say, this is what you get. And then there's, like, a lot of people that I know that are like, oh, my God, this is a national tragedy. So it just sucks because this is yet another thing to politically divide everybody.
Correct, to be civil war.
And, like, I guess his whole point was, like, to debate people.
Correct.
So, in a way, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, he could be a horrible person. I don't know. I've never really watched any of this stuff.
No, neither have I.
That sounds good. Like, if I disagree with you, shouldn't I debate you instead of just, ignoring you? Shouldn't I hear your side and you hear my side?
People have made comments on the videos, on my audios, and I typed in the number there to somebody. You want to call on the show? Call the show. This is what this is all about. Barium exposure. God, you know they have a AI out of them. You know, I have a video coming off of that. And tonight, Purgatory. I'm looking for him in Purgatory. But anybody,
I don't think that's an AI. I think that's a body double because that guy's a little too thin, and that's just an impersonator.
Okay.
R.I.P. real Barium. That's an impersonator.
Okay.
Yeah, That's not AI. That's a body double. So,
okay.
Yeah.
But
that's the clone of Barium.
Yeah, he kind of said he said you have to deal with me. He said like he was mad, like you got to deal with me now or something. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's because it's not him. It's the new Barium exposure. It's the Barium exposure too.
I'm surprised New York Dan hasn't capitulated and said he's back. You know,
he's too busy going on his 4-man cruise.
He's going on another cruise with his girlfriend, the same ship,
same boat. Same boat.
Oh yeah, my God! I saw that. I'm like, I typed in below. I said, "Come on!" Someone goes, "Let's go on a Royal Caribbean." That's too expensive. You're gonna have to buy me more coffee. I'm not going on those. He was saying in the video today. He goes, the New York Daniel goes, there's less kids. Doesn't matter. It's still a poor cruise. You're going to get a lot of adults going to be on there.
Well, he's in the casino. What does he care where the kids are?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're going on the same ship again. The same ship. And I thought you were a day trader. You know? Did
you know? I've been watching Dinger because the videos he was posting on vacation were horrible, but he's like wearing a lot of hats now. Did you notice that? He changed his picture. He's got like a fedora on. He's a hat guy now.
Oh, really?
He bought some hats on vacation. Yeah.
No, I don't really listen to him because he's so Daniel Dinger's like, well, there you are. And then he just talks real, you know, and it's just real slow. And Miss Vicky's more entertaining than, you know, morning, looking for a parking spot, driving around. I mean, she wants to marry Sarasota's Tim so bad. I mean,
she's giving him suggestions of where to go in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, there it is. And you know how many people have covered Pigeon Fork? Tampa J has, Yankee in the South, Daily Woo, Carpetbagger. That town gets more vloggers than I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, but what's funny about it is I looked through the thumbnails so I could see what he was doing, and every video is still just him in the truck or in the camper. So he's making the same videos that he would make in Sarasota.
Oh, okay, so he's not doing
right.
Okay.
It's so funny. But I did watch a little bit of one this morning that Sarasota Tim posted. My first full Sarasota Tim watch in a while. He was moving. It says like morning rant or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's talking about Charlie Kirk, and he's talking about Charlie Kirk's kids, and he starts to cry, which is wild to me because allegedly, you know, Sarasota Tim is this like absentee father that had kids with all these different women and abandoned them, but he is crying over someone else's children. That's interesting.
Was that fake? News. Was it fake crying or was it real crying?
Oh well, I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know.
He's trying to act like he's real. That's the whole thing about the. Yeah, it sucks. His 3 children are without a dad. You know, but I don't.
It's a weird look though to be like an absentee father and have sympathy for somebody else's.
Yeah.
Because he says like his kids are probably like, "Where's my dad?" And I was like, well, according to all the haters, your kids were thinking the same thing, too.
Oh, the good old Sarasota Timmy. But like I said, the haters are so much fun. You're giving shit to Carl and Dinger and the Dimwit and Morning and Mighty Python. She's another. She also likes that foodie, booty, beauty chick who's in. I've seen people do videos on her. She's that obese woman that's over in Kuwait.
Yeah, she's just trying to find people to talk about that can make her money.
Yeah, she's just a waste of good suffering.
Oh, your girlfriend, Morning.
Yep.
She responded in somebody's comment today. I think it was today's video. I don't know. That the reason that she talks about Sarasota Tim is it gets views and she can make a little money on it.
I don't make any money on my other channel. What money are you making? I mean, they put $110 in my. Again, I make $115 a month on Spreaker. Okay, guaranteed. Where I make 105 whatever 5 months on YouTube. I mean, I'm getting close to being monetized on this channel. It's like, really? Because she doesn't know. No one cares about her makeup. No one cares. But she literally looks like she's jealous of T-Bucket. I mean, if she met Sarasota Tim, she'd start crying.
I don't think she would be mean to him.
No.
I mean, I don't think any of them would.
No,
I mean, they would all walk the other way.
Right.
Because like I've mentioned before, they don't understand that they are hateful, negative, whatever, by talking about him. Like Blind Views was, I haven't watched any of his videos, but I think it was you and Mark were talking maybe about him talking about like he was surprised that he had like hateful comments or whatever.
Right.
Or he said something about his hateful comments. Well, the audience is haters.
Yeah, that's it.
So like, what do you expect them to type? If you're making a video where you're talking bad about Tater or Mike or whatever, I mean, do you expect positivity in your comment section?
I agree.
No.
And I'm pretty much kind of all over the place, and that's what I get once in a while. I always say thank you. And he doesn't. He Blind Views can't handle that. I talk about him and he can see me. Same thing with Carl, how he's turned. He turned tail on him and calls into my show. And he listens to me. He listens to Mark. He listens to Carl. You know what I'm saying? But
Carl's trying to turn over a new leaf now.
Really? Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard. Cowpote Mark told you about it the other day. Carl's making all these videos about he's apologizing to somebody.
Yeah, he apologized.
You don't got to apologize.
I know you apologize.
Yeah, he apologized with. Aaron Hernandez, the gangster.
And the hand is gangster. You like the gangster? You like the gangster?
I haven't watched it, but I saw a thumbnail. I think Blind Views. I think we got a shirtless pool video of. I
saw it come through. I didn't watch. He's in the pool. He can't stay away.
I haven't watched it.
He can't stay away. He can't stay away. He's watching YouTube. He's going to talk about whatever Tater, because Tater's in Wisconsin. I guess I saw that come through. Don't care. Whatever he's doing. The only reason I saw Tater's
videos stopped showing up on my feed.
Who?
Tater, his videos completely stopped showing. I realized it a few days ago that I wasn't getting. I'm not subscribed to him, but you know how if you click on people enough, they show them to you. Correct. Whether you're subscribed or not.
I don't. His girlfriend is. I maintain a channel over there on over there. She's over there too as well, and her intro.
Rumble.
Yeah, I put all my videos up there. Whatever I'm getting, and she goes, and I listen to it, and I'm a nudist. No, you like to show your body, okay? That's what she said. Love you, and I'm a nudist. She has a picture of her ass, like in a shorty short. You didn't leave YouTube, honey. You got kicked off YouTube because you like to show too much. You didn't get.
It's interesting, like And good for her or whatever, but it's interesting the people that are like the most confident in themselves, in their bodies, like that they think that they're like hot shit.
Yeah, well,
or like women that look like her.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's chubby. Wonder Hussy, 5'3". She has a nude calendar, kind of. She's over on Insta Horror showing her ass all the time. She has a different channel over there, so she's monetized her body. But this woman, his girlfriend has realized, hey, I can make money on being nude. So that's why she's on the Me Only fan. And guys like obese woman, but she gets old after. You watch if you see her on Me OnlyFans, it's the 1, 2, 3 times and you're done. Okay, she's nothing special. She's a nice woman. Okay, she's a chubby woman. Guys love chubby women, and I get it. Thick and rich, I get it. But and she's not making any money on Rumble. Okay. So she's getting she's getting money from people that give her money, and then he has to support her. That's not going to last very long with him, because he's supporting her. Trust me, she's not making a lot of money like she was making on YouTube. So I guarantee you.
I read this thing the other day that was like I don't remember which university it was, and maybe it didn't say, but it was like a major, like Division I, like a big college. On the school Wi-Fi, like if you go to school there and you're a student, you live on campus or whatever, and you use your Wi-Fi, they obviously can track all the website information. and they found out that they had like a large number of students that were OnlyFans models. And like that's how they were paying for their school.
I'm not surprised.
Anybody can make one. Like women make them and just post pictures of their feet, and freaks pay them, $10 a month to see 5 pictures of their feet.
And I've told that to Wonder Hussy in an email because she got dinged one day, and I told her an email because she likes to show her feet when she's in the hot tub one day, and I said, sweetheart. And I said, don't show your feet because they consider it a sexual. But YouTube, if you show your feet, they will give you a ding if they pick it up. And I told her that because she knows that because she was a fetish model. Wonder Hussy was. She would belch for guys, show their feet. She would do stuff, eat food. Guys loved it. So she's a fetish model. She's not stupid. She knows what guys like. So. But yeah, there was. I was listening to a video one day, and it was on. This chick's interviewing with people, talking about all the porn, all the adult places, and she goes, "I was amazed that you could just start your own channel on Pornhub." I'm like, "Yeah, just like YouTube, you dummy, yeah." You can start your own. She was amazed. How dumb are you? Yeah. If I want to do one tomorrow.
Yeah, where did she think they all came from?
I mean, I can go start a channel tomorrow, upload a video. It's just like YouTube. So I was like, how dumb are you? She was amazed at how much. Yeah, I guess I don't know how many videos get uploaded a day on those, but it's a bunch, I was like, yes, women, people, because now you have a phone in your hand and you can make a video, you and your girlfriend going at it, and put it up on RedTube and your blah blah blah, just a video of your girlfriend's face, not yours but hers, But I was like, yeah, woman, but. So it's good to see. It's good to the clone. I mean, I said AI in the video, but whatever. It could be either way.
Yeah, I don't. That's a real person. It's just not really him. It's like the fake Paul McCartney,
Yep.
Yeah, there was a barium exposure look-alike contest after the Pat Benatar concert at the casino.
Yep.
And that guy won. So not too thin to be barium exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Hair is a little bit different.
Yep.
I was gone for 50 days, and what happened? People talk about me.
Yeah, that was an epic video. I listened to it, and I'm blocked, so I can't make any comments down below. So I'm blocked.
Yeah, I'm blocked on his too.
Yeah, so it's useless to. If I can say something, I'll give you a like and share it. But if I can't make a comment, he's not getting a like or dislike. And I don't dislike anything, but I'd share it if he would let me. We'll talk in there. But you talked about me. You talk. So
how was my funeral? I wasn't invited.
Oh, it's epic as hell. He's just an epic person, and I'm glad, like you said. I mean, I think it's AI or body double. He's back in the saddle. I like it. It's
either way. I'm thankful he's back.
Yeah, it's good to see him back. We'll see how long it lasts for, and he's in the she shed, looking down at the camera like he usually does,
Did you see your buddy Crash with his spotless high vis on? I'm not so sure he's actually working.
What was he doing?
He had some high vis on, and it looked like brand new, totally bright.
Really? I haven't seen.
Which is funny because he was making fun of E4 Mafia for saying that his high vis was too clean, he wasn't actually
okay.
working.
Okay. The high vis, okay, yeah. The E4 Mafia guy, who I think is Baron Exposure's brother. Did you see you saw the video?
For sure.
You saw the video, the Karen, the Philly Karen looks just like him, could be his sister.
Yep. They're a family, the three of them.
Yep.
They're a family. She moved off to the East Coast because she couldn't handle her brother. Oh, wait, that game was in Florida, right?
It was in Miami. She's on the road. She was on the road.
Okay, so she's down in Florida living the Florida life because she doesn't want to live in Michigan where it's cold.
Yeah.
And the brothers, they stayed up there because they're used to the cold. They're a little bit thicker. They can handle the winter a little bit better than the Karens can. So they stayed up there. And she's down in Florida terrorizing children.
One thing about...
You took my baseball!
Yep. One thing about that thing, she didn't steal the ball. People got he gave her the ball, and one thing about it, his look on his face was just epic. The way he looked, when she grabbed him, it could be a meme, because the way he looked, he knew she was coming behind him. He knew it, because she was yelling at him the whole way. So he knew she was coming. But what I would have done,
he just didn't want to be on national television,
right?
Dropping a Karen.
What I would have done, I would have told my son, let's say it's you, put your glove out, let her take it. So she would have took it out of his glove. That's what I would have done. I would say, it's your ball, son. If you wanted to have the glove, put your glove out. Make her take it out of his glove. That would have been the epic way to do it. Because then she would have took the bet. You would have seen her take the ball.
Yeah.
But no, I keep hearing stealing. She didn't steal anything. Yeah, but my favorite AI one was, this Karen went to a restaurant being built before it was built and wanted to see the manager. It was just, it was all these, I want to, Karen to see this or that. But that was an epic. As soon as I saw that video that night, I'm like, this is going to be nationwide and worldwide. When she goes storming, I knew it, man.
There's like 4 of those military Chinook helicopters flying over right now.
Oh,
maybe it really is civil war.
Yeah, it's gonna be a civil war. It is gonna be a civil war. It is. It's gonna be, people are gonna start taking out the left now. You watch, tat for tat, with his behavior. But but we'll always have.
Boy, I gotta run.
Okay, well, I appreciate you coming.
I'm glad that I got to be on the 9/11 tribute.
Yep.
Thank you, men and women of the armed forces. Would you shower in the shower pin state, wear a condom? Don't drink and drive, call Carl.
Exactly. All right, man. Talk to you later. All right. He would not shower in that shower. Let's call Marky Poo. It was good to have him come on the show and save trolls. Carl, we all just get along. What's this about Carl? What's this? How much money does baseballs cost these days? I have no idea. What's this now? What's this old man? Well, let me see what's going on with the Old Man Nation. Let's see. He's wearing Batman. Are you kidding me? No. Are you kidding me? Can't we all just get along?
No. I'm not Barium Exposure. It's the Barium Exposure channel. I don't know how to go back in there and change the title to the Barium Exposure. Plus it'll knock me down on the list. So just get over it. It'll be Barium Exposure.
Got a Batman thing.
But I'm Batman today. Mm-hmm. And I'll be Batman for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You really must know my real name. It's Alfie. Okay? Alfie. But I don't want to be called that.
What do you want to be called?
Because I'm Batman. Wouldn't wear my Batman t-shirt again today, but got a little dirty, okay? That's all I'm going to say.
Because he was wearing the Batman shirt.
But you know what, people? I haven't had any trouble not watching YouTube one bit. For over 50 days. Because I was upstate. Sanitarium. Okay? So, it was nice. There's no TV up there. They don't allow TV. Got to meet a lot of
God, is this a troll? Is this a troll? Oh my God.
Like-minded people.
This is a troll under bridge right here.
Like-minded people.
This is
there's a lot of hate going on in this world. There's a lot of ugly things going on in this country. Everywhere. Wyoming, Illinois, California, Washington, D.C. But the man up there, he's kind of got it under control, I think. Even though he is spreading a lot of hate, I don't want to hear it. I'm tuning it all out. I'm living my life. My life. So anyways, we're coming to you from Batgirl's cave. I had to call her up. I said, hey, Batgirl, can I come over here?
Oh, my God, this is epic.
I need to film something.
It's another...
She said, don't be bringing those damn bats with you. My cave is bat-free. And another thing is she says, well, why do you need to come over here?
I don't want to put the whole thing, but you get my. That's hilarious. I thought say Carl. I can't read squat. That is absolute epic. Because he wore a Batman shirt. You talked about me. You talked about me. Oh my God, that's epic as hell. That's epic. That is absolutely hilarious. It's called Marky. It's called Batman. Oh my God. Batman, are you in the building or not? Hello, Batman. How are you? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, doing pretty good.
That was great. I played part of it back on the show. It was hilarious. God.
Oh, it wasn't really.
Oh my.
It wasn't really that good.
Oh God.
It wasn't. I just kind of. It was hot in there.
No, it doesn't matter. That was epic because the Batman shirt. So I did a video that it was AI, but what's his name? I just had him on. He called in. KCGrits, and he said that he said it's a clone of him. So he thinks it was a clone of Barium Exposure, the return of You Talked About Me, you know, and then the baseball one looks just like his sister. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
and I did do a.
I think. See, that's the one thing Carl says about notes. And I said, well, if you don't have notes, you're going to forget some things that you should have put in there. But hey, at least the video goes smoothly. It flows.
Correct.
And so in there, I forgot to talk about the AI thing is what it was.
It's okay.
Oh, well, I just wanted to put something out. I was going to put something out tomorrow morning, and I thought, that's too short, and it wasn't all that. It was so.
It was epic.
A little trigger video.
Because he wore the Batman shirt, so that's why it was such a big trigger. That's why
I was going to order a Batman shirt, too, and then I thought, no, I'll just do that instead. I don't want to.
Because my brother
had put too much money into this stuff.
No, my brother passed away. He always wore a Batman shirt. He loved Batman. So when he died, we put it in his coffin. He always would wear his Batman shirt around the house. He just loved Batman, and so did Carl. I think Superman was a Batman. I think Batman. Ted loved. That was his favorite one. So everyone likes Batman. Batman was so good because he always taught you a lesson about self-control. Because Robin always wanted to jump on something, and he would always the way he talked, you know, like Mark, just take your time here. The way he would talk, you know, Mark, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this, you know. Okay, Batman, because you know Robin was always ready to go kick some ass and. Batman,
right?
Rob, just the way he just like Andy Griffith show. You always got a lesson at the end. You know what I'm saying?
And then when that TV show came out, I was like 7 years old at the time, so I was really into the craze. That was the craze of Batman and everything.
Correct.
And all I'm thinking is Barium Exposure has to be much older because if you look at its others like the Art Linkletter one and some of those are. You know, they're out there, but I was real small then, so he's got to be, I don't know, 70-some years old, maybe?
Yeah. But that was, did you ever, okay, I don't know if it was in Minnesota, but it was called Casey Jones. Did you ever hear about that show before, called Casey Jones?
Casey Jones?
Yeah, that was Minnesota, because he was Casey Jones and Roundhouse Rodney, and his house is over here on the other side of my lake. He died. The house was round. And it was Roundhouse Ronnie, and that was a local. It was Casey Jones and Roundhouse Ronnie. It was like a kid show for Railroad. He was
I mean we had one of those in Arizona too.
And he was good. He would come to the show retired. He would come to adult parties as Casey Jones because people remembered him. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So he would come in his outfit. He would come and shake hands because that was your childhood person, you know, that you knew.
Right.
And, you know, so it's just like it's let's say. Batman, the real Batman would come to your house in Batman, you know, to an adult party who you grew up with, you know. So, because Batman, Roundhouse Rodney, he died of a heart attack inside my lake when he was jogging, but he was cool. He was like the Robin to Casey Jones, you know. So it was a great show.
Yeah, I think every state had one of those local channels. Like we had the Wallace and Ladmo show.
Correct.
And as kids and all, they would, they say, okay, you get a Ladmo bag if you go on the show. It's got all kinds of stuff in it and everything. And it turned into such an iconic thing. They'd go to one of the parks. They used to have a park here, like a Western thing. It was Legend City is what it was. And the same thing is like you're saying there too. And they would do probably private things. They always did something on Saturday at one of the theaters,
Right. It was fun. It was a fun show. Those were the shows you grew up with, I mean, just like what was that one guy, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? He was cool, He was just that, how you doing, everybody? That was a fun TV show when you were a kid. Everything was above brow. He made you laugh and he taught you ABCs and it was fun. That'd be a great. I mean, it'd be great to be that character of a show to be for kids every year, and you come out and do a positive thing. And like I have a memory of Roundhouse riding those guys when I was young. Just like Babe Winkleman from Minnesota was a fisherman. He had a fish show every Saturday morning, and we'd watch that fishing show, get all fired up and go fish in the lake and catch nothing. But he was very PG for adults, everybody. He was all about fishing and great memories of how to bait your stuff and how to go out and go fishing. When people watched TV and it was actually good, so those were good shows, the old days. But So I see your son, New York Daniels, going on another cruise again. He's going on the
What the heck is that? I saw that and I thought, wait a minute, is this old stuff that he's doing?
No, because he talked about 9/11 today when he was going. So it's another cruise on the same ship 2 weeks later, same thing.
Why the hell would you go back on the same one? It's like watching a movie for the second time the next day or something.
Yeah, because it's probably got a deal on it because of his gambling. And he goes, "There's kids are back in school, but guess what? It's still a poor man cruise. It's still gonna be a bunch of adults." And you're going.
It's going to be the same old food. It's going to be the same old.
Correct.
I would assume they're going to the same old place again.
Yep. He'll be doing his karaoke, and you'll be getting his videos in New York. Dang.
And he took supposedly girlfriend again.
Leslie, I feel
maybe she works for her daddy or mommy or something, and she gets all this time off.
I saw a video, and he starts it off with her, and she shakes her head at him like, oh God, he doesn't know how to go on vacation and just relax. It's good. So he'll do 3 videos a day on his little vacation. So someone down below said, "Why don't you go on a Royal Caribbean?" And I said, "He's too cheap. You'll have to give me a lot of coffees to go on that." It's like, well, he'll never go on a Royal Caribbean. He's going to go on a poor man cruise. That's what he's going to go on.
I was going to say, why didn't you just save up and go to go to Europe, on the Viking cruises or down the Rhine or something.
What about Vikings? There's no children and there's no casinos. Those are
nice.
They're nice. Those are. I would go on one of those. I mean,
hell yeah, I would. I'd go down the Rhine River there, go all the way up, and they can go all.
Yeah, so they have no distractions for people getting in fights. They don't have to worry about a casino. But there's no children. It's all adult, and it's people that are with they have money and are there to enjoy themselves. There's no fighting over chicken strips on the fucking ship. See my language? I'm saying there's none of that behavior going on. So
he just gets better, and then he says, "Well, I think I'll go back and catch another bug again on the next cruise."
I just hopefully this time he's smart enough is to let them take their bags down for you, because you'll put them outside the door and they take your bags down.
About that, yeah.
That's all you do. You put them out front, and then they put them whatever floor you're on. They put them 2 through 4. That's how they do it. They don't just throw them in there. So if you're on floor 8, they'll put floor 8 and 9. So you walk over, and there they are. I know that's how they did on our cruise. So the night when you on the way back, you pack and then you put it out by midnight, and they take it downstairs, and you bring what you need in the morning. That's it. You don't bring it down yourself or try to go down the goddamn stairs. But he said we're talking about a dimwit who doesn't understand. So did you watch that Philly baseball thing? That ball?
Oh yeah, I did. I've seen I was gonna put on my channel. Of course, you've already probably seen the AI version of a video of that, and those were pretty funny and everything. Yep. And I know it's exactly what you're saying, and the father was smart, but the one thing he did do is is the one picture I saw is where he puts his arms around his kid like she's coming to attack him.
I know.
I thought that was good because a picture of that shows a lot that in his favor, you know. And this woman, she's coming after my son and everything.
He knew.
But, yeah.
He knew she was coming. He could hear her, and his facial expression was kind of weird. The way, I said, she didn't steal anything. I kept seeing it. She didn't steal the ball. She wanted the ball. So they're fear mongering that she walked over. I would, if I was, let's say that was my son or nephew, and me and you were sitting there, I'd say, Mark, let's see if your son will put his hand out, your grandson, and he puts his glove out and let her take it out of it. Let her take the ball. That's what I would have done. Right. Say, guess what? You want the ball? It's his ball. Son, put your glove out and see what she does. That would have made her look worse. That would have made
that would have, like you said, exactly.
They would have made it
exactly like that.
But I don't think he bullied her. I just think he was too chicken to say, no, you're not getting this ball. You know, my son will give it to you if he wants to. But that was just an epic video when I saw it. I knew it was going to blow up, and I'm like, she looks just like Barium Exposure. Looks just like she looks just like him. just because that's something he would do. You took my ball, and then you talked about me. Then you talked about me.
I couldn't believe he came out with that video, and you know, you could tell he was triggered. And I was like, dude, you're just now coming out. And I think something else. He contradicts himself in that video. He says, I'm not Barium Exposure. It's called the Barium Exposure channel. I said, well, why did you put the in there then, you know? And then he says at the end, Barium out.
Yeah.
So and then he some of the other stuff he says in there, you know, it's like, I don't really care, but how did you know? You had to have watched YouTube. You would have had to have listened to Cowpote's podcast.
He's watched.
And you know he's going to listen to this. And I think, for some reason, I was thinking back on the last time you had the podcast on him, about him we were talking. I did say call in, or I don't know what it was, but I don't know what he would get triggered off about it. But I had commented on that video, and he took it off.
Right.
He deleted my. All I said was call into the show, you know, and he took it off.
I'm blocked. I can't make a thing on there. So, but yeah, someone was savaging you as usual, and I said, hey, here's the number. Call in the show. You know, you want to call out Mark? Call Mark. Call him out. I mean, here's the number. It's out there. It's right there on Spreaker to go to Fear Mongering Radio, and it's right there. If you want to call in, and this is an original podcast. I have music in the background, but you can call in and you can have a conversation on the black screen with me, okay? This is not blind views where it's a one-way street. You want to call and be polite, call the show, and I mean call the show. I have an email at cowpote@yahoo.com. You can email me and ask me when I'm going to be on. I'll say I'll be on tonight. Call the show. It's not that tough.
I think he got triggered when I did the one. I says, Barium's come back speaks from purgatory or whatever it was, and I said something about it.
I have one tonight with Chloe in the morning, walking in the backyard at pitch dark at 4:45. I'm looking for him in purgatory, so I'm walking around in the backyard while she's going poopy. So I have my lights on. I'm looking for him in purgatory. So I have that one tonight. So and then I have the one coming out. I think it's. I can't remember when it's coming out, probably in a couple of days, but he's back and it's just an AI. But I also have a cooking. This will be out tomorrow. Then I have a burger cooking, a Perkins KCGrits cooking burger. I made burgers on the grill. So I showed that cooking, then I made corn and I did that. So that's a Perkins, KCGrits, thing. So I'm going to do some, people like those cooking ones. So I'm going to do some different cooking videos for people. They like them.
Yeah, they're good. And I don't know, every time I hear the name KCGrits, I think of biscuits and gravy for some freaking reason. I
love giving him crap. That he was whining and crying about the omelet and everything else. And it's just kind of fun to do that. But like I said in the video, I think the reason why they're good is that they're straight shot. There's no editing. It's like there's the video. It's real time rolling and almond. Real time.
Right.
The burgers tomorrow when it comes out in the afternoon. I'm cooking it on the grill. I show you some corn. I show you the burgers when they're done, and then we're done. So what I'm also going to do, because I know your buddy Sarasota Tim has gotten steaks at, what's that place he didn't like the steak? What was it at? What was that?
Oh, Aldi's?
I'm going to go get an Aldi steak, and I'm going to grill it and say, this is how it's done. With my 57 sauce and ketchup, and I'm going to grill an Aldi steak and say, this is how it's done. I'm going to eat it right there on the screen. And say, here's the Aldi steak in 57 sauce and ketchup, and then I'm going to put it on the grill, and I'm going to make it, and I'm going to say, listen, this is, I'm going to put the camera down and eat it and say, not too bad, instead of this throwing it away because he didn't like it. It's like, it's how you make the steak,
Right.
I
think too, it's your cooking videos in the kitchen are natural, because your wife's involved in it. She's there. She comments a few times, and she's even said one of your famous lines. I can't remember which one it was.
Bitch, please.
Yeah, bitch, please. I thought that was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll say my comments once in a while, and she'll look at me and I go, like we'll be watching a show or something, and they'll go, like one time, about a political thing, and someone we speculate. She'll look at me and she go, did someone say speculation? Because people say every day, we're just speculating, and she goes, did someone say speculation? And it's like true, because I hear that all the time. They'll be talking to ESPN. They'll go, "We're just speculating." She goes, and then she goes, "And you win, bitch, please." And I go, I mean, bitch, please." Because we were at the cab one day, and her brother goes, "Bitch, please," and she goes, "And I mean, bitch, please." And they look at her and they go, and I call her Sue Ellen. Like we'll be at the dinner table, and I go, "Hey, Sue Ellen, hand me potatoes." Who the hell is Sue Ellen? She goes, "You don't want to know." She hands me potatoes. So we'll be at like Costco, and I go, "Hey, Sue Ellen," and she'll look over at me. You know what I'm saying? So I always yell out her name, Sue Ellen, in front of people, and they look at her like, I go, "What are you talking about?" I go, "Everyone has a nickname on my podcast, and she is Sue Ellen."
So her name's not really Sue Ellen.
No, that's her name.
Oh, I thought maybe it was. I was thinking to myself,
we call her Sue Ellen.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
We call her Sue Ellen. That's her name, Sue Ellen. Good friend of mine, Cash Man, I don't speak to anymore. He was mad because I wouldn't give him my the check I got from the government. He wanted, and I didn't give it to him, but he named her Sue Ellen, and that's been stuck for like 6 years. So we call him Sue Ellen. So everyone on the podcast has a nickname. You're the man in the moon. Right. He's the Santa Claus. Dimwit. Whatever. And KCGrits and whatever. That's just when I do my football picks, everyone has a nickname.
I was going to do your one thing because it's been stuck in my mind for the last couple of days is shower in the showers at Penn State.
Would you shower in the shower at Penn State? I don't care what Carl says. I will speak.
And I was going to do that one. I was going to do it at the end of my Batman one. I said, well, I've got to go shower in the showers at Penn State with Jim Jordan, and I forgot it.
It's okay.
So I'll have to bring it in another time.
That's fine. But I always say that, and Carl says I repeat myself because I would not shower in that shower at Penn State. Because, again, what pissed me off is on that Penn State behavior, let's get ready for a football game. And then when he got fired, I'll never forget that night. I was simulcasting with another podcaster, and I'm live with the other guy who was apologist for him. And he goes, and we're live, and he goes, the place is going crazy. And they go, and he came out, Joe Pa with his wife, and they fired his ass, and they were rioting at Penn State. But now the new people coming through want nothing to do with Joe Pa because they realize what he did. So the new people coming through Penn State, they want nothing to do with Joe Pa. Because they realize the people then were just too stupid. Now they're older probably and look back how dumb they were when they're rioting when he got fired. Because, again, Pete, I'm sorry, man. You can't sit there and do that kind of behavior. I'm sorry, man. I don't care. I'll repeat. I'll bitch about the Boy Scouts, and their behaviors, but going on 2 different times. I get money, but what about freedoms? It's just like with the ball, okay? The Philly ball, right? Right. Save the children. Yeah, what about other children? I mean, it irritates me when people get outraged over baseball, but they'll do very little for the Catholic community and the Boy Scouts.
Oh, yeah.
It just pisses me off, and I'll speak and repeat, Carl, until I can't speak. because someone's got to speak for something. I believe in community. I believe the Boy Scouts are the best thing because they learn how their community is. Soon to be police officers and people in the military, because that's how kids learn how to be part of the community.
I was in the Cub Scouts, and I enjoyed it a lot. I had a good time.
We had 4-H. We had 4-H when I was young. We had 4-H. Same kind of thing. You would. That was more like farming. That was more like farming.
We had even it was called Indian Guides.
Yeah.
And it was a father-son thing, and the father always had to be there because it's kind of like, he tries to keep close to your son, and because sometimes fathers have to work a lot or whatever.
Because
that was a cool thing.
Because the 4-H was at the state fair. We didn't go in this year, but the state fair, the 4-H, you would go in there and they're all about the farm stuff. So and doing stuff. So my dad was a farmer. So we wanted to be a farmer, and we were all about that. So 4-H was fun. The same kind of Boy Scout thing, just a different thing. But the bottom line is it taught you how to be with people. You're in a group of people, which every kid should be in. I'm a big thing for kids being in bands. I be in music in school. I'm big on that. Metal class, whatever. Mm-hmm. But if they don't have music anymore, they get rid of music. They get rid of shop class.
That stuff. They get rid of that stuff, and it's terrible. Yeah. Even like now our high school here, the local high school, they have a 4-H. And my sister was in 4-H. She had sheep, we had pigs and stuff like that. So, yeah.
So what's your thought?
It's good. It's a good thing.
What's your thoughts on the murder of the far righty out there in Utah?
I have no sympathy for him. I mean, I don't want to get into it because I know I don't want to stir up too much crap and everything, but the guy was talking and spreading his hate everywhere. Yeah. He basically did it to himself. He put his beliefs, or supposedly his ideology, before his family. Because now he was not responsible to his family, because now they don't have a dad, they don't have a husband. But
it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I know what's happening. I know what's going through. One of them said, I watched Michael Flannery, who's a lawyer, and he does these walk-in talks, and he did one yesterday, and it was very good. And he did not hold back on throwing any punches, because he says, this guy went and just talked all kinds of lies and everything out there.
I don't condone that kind of behavior, but when you are gonna preach with hate, I don't care left or right. That's good. That's good.
Exactly.
And it's just, it's unfortunate that they stapled a gay man to a fence 20 years ago, out in Wyoming. And that's and my niece's daughter, who's like 7 or 8, was going to go to school and wanted to bring some article in it. She saw that and she asked her mother, do people kill you if you have different opinions? She goes, unfortunately, yes, they do. And she started to cry. It's like, it's just, I get it when you're going to preach that kind of behavior, but I hate to see that kind. I just don't want to see it left or right. Now it's going to be a civil war. People are going to be out doing stuff, and it's just dumb that we have to, like I told somebody before he came on, and I told this to Dave 25, I'm low-hanging fruit, and so are you on YouTube to give crap to, but it was a low-hanging fruit kill because, he's 200 yards away. He's in an open area. He's coming. So if I'm the kind of guy that's going to do it, I'm going to, he's coming next week. Where's he going to be? Where can I get up in a building? Let's do a dry run. I get a rifle, which are easy to get. I'm going to maybe practice at a shooting range, like what Blind Views goes to. I get it. And I'm going to go practice somewhere in the woods, and I'm going to shoot at something 200 yards away. And guess what? I get up in the building, and there he is. And it isn't like you can't do that to Donald J. Trump, because they've learned from when he was out in Pennsylvania last year. You just can't start taking from a rooftop. But that was a low-hanging fruit. Just like we were out in Memphis, and we saw where, what's his name was, murdered out there. I have a dream.
Martin Luther King.
And I was
up
on
the balcony. Yeah,
I was up down looking at that balcony. I could have shot him with a pistol. That's how close he was. Just like Ronald Reagan. Look at Ronald Reagan, where he was at when Hinckley shot him. He was like, I could have thrown a stone at him. Yeah. So It was a low hanging fruit kind of shot. And it's unfortunate. I didn't know who.
Yeah.
I didn't when I saw it on TV when I came home. I didn't know the name, but when I saw the picture, I'm like, oh, I know that guy is. He's a far righty, and Trump likes him. And that's it's a shame. But when you're going to preach that kind of hate, people are going to get pissed, and then people get fear mongered by. Let's say me and you are far lefties, right? And we're doing a lefty far show. We're bitching about these people. We brainwash people. I've talked before, and we get in their head. You got to go out and take care of this behavior. We're the Ayatollah.
Right.
We're the Ayatollah. We tell people to go kill for us, like Hitler did, right? Just keep fighting and fighting to the last bullet. Hitler was like that. He never would refuse to surrender until he took his own life and he capitulated. He was the same thing. Keep going, keep going, keep going, even though they wanted to surrender in World War II.
I just think that it's kind of funny because I don't want to get into conspiracy theory.
I know.
But, you don't have nothing to. Your mind just sometimes tracks that way. But all the previous presidents put something out, and presidents are supposed to bring the country together and bring things down. Trump last night put that video out, and right away did he say it? He said these leftists.
Correct.
So this brings me to the history part about where things are going. It's like he's trying to incite more and more violence.
Correct.
The president actually is responsible for a lot of this, and he might be even responsible for this just because of what he incites and everything. It's just like, I mean, come on. You got a guy that's 200 or 300 yards away. You hit the guy on one shot, and maybe you're aiming for the head, but it got a little low.
Right.
But still, I mean, hey, they're all talking about that. They're not talking about Epstein anymore.
Correct. That's
I mean, Trump, who's a narcissist, he has no qualm. He doesn't give a crap about anybody.
Well, look at the women that were the victims. They're all a bunch of lefties. And then he said that domestic violence wasn't a big deal. He doesn't care. He may care about this guy, but he doesn't care.
I mean, Charlie Kirk even said, well, maybe we need public executions and swift and fast. I mean, my wife was just trying to show me that. See, she saw the video, and I told when I got home yesterday, I said, I don't want to see it. I don't need to see it.
Right.
Even my daughter tried to send it to me. I said, I don't want to see the video.
Yeah, because he was talking about shootings, and he went down there, and all of a sudden, boom. That's why when they tried to shoot the hunch in Pennsylvania, if the hunch would have been facing him,
right,
then he might have took it because he was shooting at an angle at him at the side. You have more of a straight on shot. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like this other guy I watch, Boomer. He said that, he says, right away they're already saying it was a liberal shooter. Maybe he was trans because, they found a shell cage and it said something about trans on it. Like, that's a bunch of bullshit. I think it's just, they're just trying to incite more and more. It's just, that's where the conspiracy stuff comes into play,
And I was talking to Dave. Go ahead.
Because nothing else is working for Trump right now. I mean, he's trying to bring in, the military in and then, ICE in.
Right, and then Dave was trying to tell me that there was a video that they put out that it was AI, that it didn't happen, it's a false flag. And I'm like, Dave, I told my wife as soon as it happened, within 10 minutes, I go, trust me, Sue Ellen, they're going to put videos out on this and I said, he telling whenever something happens, I say I give it 20 minutes and someone will put a video out in AI and say it's a false flag. And I said, and so Dave's telling me, I said, Dave, if the man is dead, I'm not going to call his body, okay? I said, I'm not going to sit here and question what went on in Utah. The man is dead. Unfortunately, he's speaking hate, but there's no place for this in our world. There's none. I said, you can be a far lefty if you want to sit in your basement. Me and you want to sit in your garage and piss and moan about Trump, and that's our business. But I'm not going to get on a video and do a short video. I've seen people get on these videos for 2 minutes and say he got what he deserves, and it's like and then they wonder why they get hate comments or people. It's like I get it. You want to do it? Just
exactly.
Drink your own beer in your own house. Don't videotape it. It's one thing to be a heartless bastard, but to actually videotape yourself saying something of that factor, it's like, come on.
It was just like yesterday. I told the wife, because she was into that, and I said, I don't want to hear nothing. I want to wait 24 hours. I just want to wait I says, there's plenty of other people that get killed out there. There was an incident in Colorado yesterday where some kids got shot and wounded.
But no one cares.
I said, there's a lot of other stuff going on, and everybody wants to hype on this guy right here. I says, there's Palestinians and Gaza getting killed every day. I said,
Ukraine,
she thinks I'm heartless, but it's like,
no, it's a fact.
I'm sorry, but you know what? Hey, the guy was out there, he did something. He spoke all of this kind of, hate to what I thought it was.
There's so much.
And look what happened.
There's so much in the world that you should be worried about. And I get it, not be heartless, but there are other things in Gaza which they're just the Israelis are just pounding the piss out of them. And Ukraine war, who they're still fighting, who was supposed to be done. Remember, in 2 days,
right?
That's still going on. You know, and now Israel's getting into other countries with their bombing. So there's.
Oh my God, they're going to Qatar.
Yeah, so that's going to piss off there because they gave him that plane. Jet. Yeah, so now that's going to piss them off. So it's going we're going to be world. I have a guy that he's a trans. He's a man going to a woman, and he goes. And I talked to him, and he goes, I didn't like that guy at all, but he goes. I didn't like him, and unfortunately, he was preaching hate. But he goes, Jeffrey, he goes, look out, we're going to be World War III here soon, and we're going to have a civil war in this country. He goes,
I think they're trying to incite it because I just saw a thing on that Jesse Waters from Fox 10. Fox News. He's on there just pounding away this shit, and these guys are pouring this stuff into their head.
Correct.
They won't go and try to
do me a favor. Go watch the video Ring of Fire. It's a really good show, and a guy he's going to step away. He's a
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. He's older guy, kind of bald headed.
Yep, he looks just like my
nephew. And I saw the title today that he was stepping away, and I thought,
go watch it because he talked about how when we were in Florida when that happened, when the KKK went into that town and did a bunch of, and he said they were great citizens. He went down what Trump has done for hatred. You know what I'm saying? And because he's been threatened, and I'm not surprised. He's very good. He does fair and unbalanced.
Right.
He gets his point across. You could tell he was pissed. He goes, he didn't like what happened, but he goes, I've been threatened by people to his house.
Yeah,
because he speaks his truth, but it's a very, very good video. I typed in there, well done, and it's like I don't listen to all the stuff, but I saw that, and he's very, very good at what he does. Listen to the video, you get a chance. He went down all the crap how his son celebrated crap before when Pelosi's husband got attacked. Remember when his husband got attacked?
Right.
They celebrated that. You know, they got his ass whipped. You know, so it's just. We got to learn to get along in this country. We have to learn to come to the middle. I just don't.
I don't know. It's been brewing, and that people don't know. There is no Republican Party.
No.
There is no. It's just MAGA now, and it's full of hate. That's my opinion.
Yeah, my dad was Republican, and he's rolling over his grave. I mean,
I thought Ronald Reagan. You know, he was kind of a sketchy guy. Right. He was like, whatever, and everything, but he still had beliefs.
Yep.
I mean, he did still had his.
And he was pro-military. He wasn't cutting the military. He. If you screwed with us, you got the horns. Like when he came into office, the Iranians released the hostages. They knew they were to get their asses whipped.
Right.
They knew it. As soon as he took office, guess what? They told him they're on the way because the Iranians knew that if they didn't do it, it was going to be over. They knew it. Reagan didn't always like what he did. He broke unions, but you knew where he stood. He didn't, and he was the first one to make America great again. He was the one that did that, make America great.
Oh yeah,
Trump stole that. Trump stole that. He stole that.
Trump to me is just a scared man. He really is. He's got to have people in front of him to protect them
because he's a compromised president. He's a compromised president. He's compromised
exactly.
Because I guarantee it. The list. He may not be on it. You know who's on it is his friends are on it, and that's who he wants to protect. I don't think he was dumb enough to go to the island. I don't think he's that dumb. I don't think he would do that. But I think it's his friends who are in that book. That's why he doesn't want to come out because there's friends that he knows that he's compromised by. If their names come out, they're gonna expose him for other things. So I think he wants to protect his wealthy friends. That's my personal opinion on that book, on that list.
And they're on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah. So he wants to protect the wealthy people that are out there that help him. I don't think he's dumb enough to do anything like that. I mean, he was friends with him, but I don't think he'd be that stupid. But I think he won. Well, look at what he was with the. Well, look what he did with the chick. What's her name? Stormy Daniels. All you gotta do is you have somebody. It's me. Hey, Mark, you're a wealthy man. Can you pay her for me? I'll pay you back, and get that done with, and just have someone else pay her. And that way it doesn't come out of your business. You can't tell me you don't have a millionaire who can give her that money, and then I'll give it to you later. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But that's how dumb he was in that. He is a convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, and a draft dodger. And that's a fact.
Yep.
It's a fact. I'm sorry, man. That's what he is. And I don't run with those kind of people. And I tell people all the time, hey, guess what, man? Why any woman would vote for adjudicated rapist? I was listening to some chick who was Republican was bitching about the list. And I voted for him. Well, you voted for adjudicated rapist, woman. What did you expect? He thinks he could grab women by their boobs, and you voted for him. What do you expect? I'm like, God,
they let all that stuff go. It goes in one ear and out the other.
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't want to believe it,
Right.
But supposedly they have values. But you don't have any values. Things just don't. I don't know. It's just that they're all mixed up, and then they say that they're Christians and all, and it's like, hey, Trump is far from being. He doesn't give a crap about any of that at all.
I agree. Well,
he doesn't.
I tell you what, I appreciate. I was going to call Carl, but I keep these like 90 minutes. I appreciate you coming on. I really do. And you talked about me and everything else, and you have yourself a great week, and we'll talk to you later. Great. The Batman video was epic. I don't care what you say. That's the beauty of it. You're just an amateur idiot like I am. You did a video. You trolled him back. It was epic. So you did a good job. So I shared it for you.
I'll just say one thing is that Blind Views, if you saw the one today, he went out to the pool and everything today. The guy cannot put a good point and shoot video together. He was out there, he was stumbling, he was like, it's not the Blind Views you see in the studio.
Right.
So he's lost without his studio, for sure.
Right.
So you can go out and do a better point and shoot than he can. It just comes natural. He is just not trained to be out and point and shoot, go out everywhere. But anyways, that's it. All
right, thank you, sir. Appreciate coming on.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
There he goes, the man in the moon, Mark. Appreciate. I was going to call Carl, but I'm on for. We got shrimp tonight, so I appreciate him coming on. I really, really do. And remember the military, the armed forces, 9/11, 24 years. Remember that. Don't forget about it. Thank you, KCGrits. We got tomorrow. When this comes out tomorrow, you will have it tonight. The burgers on the grill, whatever. We'll put the Barium exposure one out, everything, and don't forget about 9/11 victims. Okay, everything else. Remember the military, the armed forces, all the branches. The Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the merchandise goes with Internet and foreign things so much. Man, when blue balls the size we have ovaries have oak trees, and God bless the working class. Okay? Like I said, he invaded, and then they capitulated, and we had shown those beaches, and we had forgotten in Vietnam and Afghan, and all the wars out there. Appreciate your service to this fine, fine country. And 24 years ago, like I said, now victims. Shout out, and God bless the family of Charlie Kirk. It's not good, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's unfortunate. God bless him. I don't want poor people make good choices, do good places. Bad choices, don't call up in jail. My dad always told me that. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Safe sex, through a pill, trench, cherry patch, put a condom on, prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. Ouch. You be the father, child, women, you carry the groceries when he pumps you full. I guarantee that Burning Man, a lot of herpes and gonorrhea and all that behavior, and children were passed out. Spring, fall rapes in colleges, and there was a lot of spring babies conceived. Will be available for adoption December or January 1st. Because they didn't use a condom. And don't drink and drive, cause some murder. And I wouldn't shower in the shower at Penn State. I would not shower in that shower at Penn State. I would never. Don't shower in the shower. Start burning churches to the ground. the blue laws and the rat line. Not good. Ladies and gentlemen, fear-mongering radio on the 11th day of September 2025. Think of these people on that day. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out.